Identity negotiation is a topic that I don't need a PhD to talk about, y'all. Ooh, identity negotiation. Let's begin. An English prime minister once said, "A Caribbean can be British, but they can never be English." In 2018, when France's national team won the World Cup, Trevor Noah made a joke that Africa won the World Cup. And he was met with criticism like, no, you can't call them African, you have to call them French because they're French. Are they? When they win the World Cup, they're French. But when something goes wrong, they're African. In 2019, the U.S. women's soccer team won the World Cup, and I was very happy. And I told my roommate, "Oh my God, we won the World Cup." And I added, "Oh, Congo just won the African Cup, so it's a double win for me." She asked me, "You need to choose one. You can't celebrate both." So why do we always think that if we're one thing, we cannot be the other? Why do I have to pick between being Congolese and being American? How exactly does someone like me live in a world where they constantly have to think about which one should it be today? It is exhausting to negotiate my identity. And this is not unique to me. We all negotiate our identities. We all come from different positionalities. Sometimes when we speak, we can speak as a woman or as a Black person or as an LGBTQ member or as a queer person. We always have to now give disclaimers. But for somebody who's raised in a multicultural upbringing, this topic hits a whole new level. Because not only are you a minority, you become a 10 times minority, if I can say it that way. Because you are constantly asked whether you are British while you're trying to be English. But why do I have to try to be English? Or why is just being British a bad thing? Whew. Last episode, we talked about Congolese history, and I told you how proud I am of knowing my history or learning my history. I speak 5 of the six Congolese languages. National languages, I mean. And that has helped me make up my Congolese identity. Our art has helped me connect my Congolese identity. But sometimes I feel like I cannot display my Congoleseness. In September 2018, I traveled to France. And that was the first time I felt American. It was also the first time my Congolese identity was crushed. Because someone told me, "You don't speak Lingala well." And I was trying to explain something about what I've learned about the Congo. And she clearly told me, "How can you tell me about Congo? You're not even from there." And I'm like, wait, what? In America, I have to be Congolese because my accent betrays my Americanness. But now I'm in France, and I'm excited to be among Congolese people because they have a bigger Congolese community in France. And now they're telling me, "You don't belong to us." So where the heck do I belong? Navigating these two cultures is hard. If you're from a household where you're a first generation immigrant or you're just a first generation American or whatever, you understand this topic better than anyone. When do I start and where do I stop being Congolese and pick up my Americanness? And am I losing myself when I do that? Am I betraying one part of myself when I do that? Personally, I love being from a multicultural background. And I think the things that makes it hard for me is the reception from other people. Because in America, if I say I'm from Rhode Island, I will have someone from Arkansas tell me, you're not from Rhode Island. And I'm like, do you even know what Rhode Island is? They'd be like, no. And I'm like, then how the hell are you going to tell me I'm not from Rhode Island? Because you don't sound like you're from Rhode Island. Fool, you're from Arkansas. How are you going to tell me what a Rhode Islander sound like when you've never met anyone from Rhode Island? And you didn't even know there was a state called Rhode Island. Like, what? But then in my Congolese community, I'm not Congolese enough. I have an accent when I speak Lingala. I always find it very funny. Because now, in my field, I feel like I am being called a traitor. So for some people who don't know, actually I have not talked about this in this platform, but I studied international development. And I want to be a diplomat. I want to work with African issues. I want to address African issues and just, be part of the solution on things that concerns Africa. But even in my field, because I'm coming from an American, a Western knowledge, because I was educated here, I grew up here and everything, Africans are looking at me as if I'm a traitor. My ex told me, like, you're an American, how are you going to get into, like, Africans' issues? As if because I was raised in America, I have lost my African card. Like, what? Living in America is tough. Actually, it was tougher when I was younger because I was told I was black. I did not understand what that meant. And because I, quote unquote, did not walk in blackness, some black people found issues with me. So I was always called a white girl. Actually, I was called a white girl 2 days ago. I met this guy and we're just having a conversation and he tells me, why do you talk white? I haven't heard that sentence since I was maybe 18 from a black man. And I'm like, excuse me? He's like, you talk white. Why can't you talk black? I thought I was going to meet a black girl, but you're talking white. And I'm like, what does that mean? And then he says, oh my God, when I found out you had 3 degrees, I just knew you were going to be a white girl. What? Come again? Say what now? And I even asked him, I was like, so getting a degree is synonymous to being white? He's like, nah, I'm not saying that, but I want you to talk like a black girl. Don't be ghetto. I don't want you to be ghetto. Like, I don't like ghetto people, but I still want to feel like I'm with a black girl. And I'm like, okay. So what does that say about our societies? Or how does a kid like me navigate these issues? Because regardless of where I go, I feel like one identity will have to surpass the other. And that's not fair. Is it? I don't know, y'all. Let me know what you think. I was going to make this a fun episode, but a lot of stuff just happened and I felt like renting and I felt like recording my rent so that I can process what is actually happening. Let me know if you ever experienced this, being from a multicultural household or having or a multicultural experience. How do you navigate your identity negotiation? Let me know. Thank you. Bye.